Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am using stems from Hello Bluebird for this adorable card. So first of all I decided to lay out my design. So here you can see a piece of Strathmore Bristol Smooth and I die cut it using the basic rectangles from Mama Elephant, the second largest. And I decided to do some no-line coloring, so therefore I stamped out my reindeers using the Ink Country Fade Out No-Line Coloring Detail ink. And then, because I wanted to create a scene and stuff like that, I decided to also make some masks for these reindeers using Memento Tuxedo black ink. So you can barely see it, but I'm first going to start with my background. So I am adhering my masks on top of my reindeers that I stamped out. And then I am going to make my background. So for the background, I decided to use the Drifts and Hills from My Favorite Things stencil to create my scene. So I'm using Tethered Rose Distress ink on the bottom of my scene, and I had to adhere it on top of this stencil, but forgot it, so I struggled a bit, but it worked out, so no worries. So I added the Tethered Rose, and then I decided to make a mask for my hilt because I wanted to do the sky as well with some blending. So I used a pencil to trace the hill and a scissor to cut it out, and then I adhered it on top of my panel. And then I had to do the sky, so therefore I took some Seedless Preserves. It's a color that I'm not using that often, but I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and use some more purple onto my card. So using Seedless Preserve Distress ink, and then I decided to add some Abandoned Coral as well. To warm it a bit more, but I'm using it only fairly lightly, so. And then I wanted to add some shimmer, so I'm using some liquid stardust from Lawn Fawn. And then I can splatter it all around my sky. And then it was time to peel off my masks. Always lovely to see the reveal. Now, because I didn't color the images yet, it's really hard to see. But for those who are interested in the color combinations, it's fairly simple. They are both in the same colors. I'm listing them below. So for the coloring, I am tracing the edges of the image, and then I'm blending the colors out using a damp paintbrush. And this way I create a flow of color and the softness that you can get with Zix. And then I will come back in afterwards with some more ink to get more depth into this image. So I'm really sorry, but there is a part missing. I didn't realize that my phone shut down, so there is a part that I forgot to film. But the rest is all filmed, so I will put on some music and I will be back after all the coloring is done. So next up, I decided to add some details onto the scarf and also the spots using a white Jelly Roll pen. And then I only had to add the sentiment. So for the sentiment, I decided to heat emboss it. So first I am using Versamark clear embossing ink to stamp out this sentiment, and then I am using my classic gold embossing powder from Nuvo, which is one of my favorite colors. So if I can emboss something in gold, I'm always using it because it's just a wonderful opportunity to get some glamorous colors on top of my cards. So now I only have to heat set this sentiment using my heat gun, and then the only thing that is left to do for me is to adhere it onto a card base, and that finishes off my card. I really hope that you like this card design. I adore these stamps from Hello Blue Bird. It's just so cute. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I hope you like this video as well and that you will be back next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye!